Hi, my name is Paige, and at SGU you're put into something called a huddle, and within your huddle you have a huddle leader and other students who are in your huddle. And something that I learned about God while being at camp and being within my huddle is that He can take the most unalike of people and bring them together to worship Him and to grow together, which I think is pretty amazing.
Hi, my name's Raylyn, and one thing that I learned while I was at camp was the power of your testimony and how sharing your testimony with other people can bring others into God, and I thought that was really cool.
What I learned about Jesus this year at camp came from the basis of the topic. It was the story. That's the theme this year. And so we heard a lot of different people's testimonies and heard from different pasts, from pastors' kids to people that had grown up specifically into Christ.
Hi, I'm Clapton, and one of the things I learned from camp was how the Old Testament and the New Testament kind of parallel each other. For example, in the New Testament, Jesus was baptized and cast into the wilderness, which is kind of like the practice of Yom Kippur, the scapegoat lamb, which would be people would confess their sins to the lamb and then cast it into the wilderness. And so that was something that I found really interesting.
My name's Heather Hanks, and the one thing that I learned most at SGU this year was that I fully learned that God is with you wherever you are, whatever you're going through, whatever you're doing, that He is always there for you and He is always going to help you no matter what is going on.
Hi, my name is Jovi, and at camp a really great experience was just seeing everybody, once they knew Jesus, their life was changed for good.
Hey, my name is Hope, and something that Jesus taught people at camp was that Jesus can really move people. The first worship, everyone was kind of iffy if they should worship or not, but the last worship, everyone was worshiping and no one really cared.
One of my favorite things from camp was probably the theology class. It was really interesting, and it was informative, and it was fun to just listen in on someone who knows a lot more about the Bible than me and be able to run me through it so that I can understand it better.
My huddle group, we had a blast, and you spend all day together, Bible study, and meals, and worship and games. On the last day, my huddle leader, Katana, gave each one of us these Bibles, and it meant so much to us. She wrote our names in them, and she told us that each day after camp, she had gone through and highlighted special verses that we talked about and that we knew were special in our huddle time. I thought that was so powerful because it showed how much she really cared about us. And she was able to lead us and be a great spiritual leader throughout the week and show us how to lead others.
And my favorite memory from camp was when our huddle group shared our testimonies, and everyone felt comfortable sharing, and it was a super comfortable place.
And my favorite experience and memory was definitely the worship time because it was just so cool. Everybody was so pumped to worship God, and I just loved it.
My favorite memory about camp was getting to worship the Lord and seeing other kids my age just being there for God and not for themselves and just worshiping their hearts out.
And one of my favorite memories from camp is just the worship time, because it's a completely different experience than what anyone there is used to. And I'd describe it as a concert for Jesus every night, because that's what it felt like. And it's just so amazing to see all of the students raising their hands and praising Jesus, and it's just a really amazing experience.
And my favorite memory from camp this year was when we were at Resurrection Night. We had gone through the sermon, we had done our walk, and we were all back in our chairs, and we were listening to a song, and my entire huddle was crying, and we were all holding hands, and we were all realizing that we should have been on that cross, and we should have taken the pain, but He took it for us, and we should always say thank you whenever we have a second.